Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube out there, YouTube world, the YouTube land. I'm gonna stack this hickory right here. I got a load of hickory just came in. We're gonna go ahead and get that stack right there and put that right there. How you doing, Cat? Cat just in the chat. We just gonna go ahead and stack that right there, cause I know y'all wasn't doing nothing with y'all life and y'all time off. Somebody on lunch break, they be like wasn't doing nothing. I say y'all go ahead and help me stack this hickory wood. Be the most masculine thing you help me do all day. Let's see. Help me, please. Help me. I just need a little bit of help. I don't need the whole help. I just need a little bit. Whenever we can get a little bit of help, because community, when the community come together and help, community revolution in progress. Crip, Crip, big Crip. Shout out to all my Crips. It's a big Crip out there. Community revolution in progress. That's what we need, more community. We just gonna go ahead. Y'all can see how meticulous I am with my stacks. They gotta look right, and they gotta be able to dry right. I don't play that shit. I'm from uptown. Cause I'm from uptown and we don't play that shit. Go ahead. Get the big block right here. Right here. Gotta go ahead and get that. Put that on the front because just gonna do a little bit of lean back. Community revolution in progress. Correct. Look at this hickory. Y'all know y'all want this hickory. Stop acting like that, man. We're gonna go ahead and stack that over there. Cause y'all wasn't doing nothing. Here y'all were doing nothing. Y'all see I got that gas. I told y'all I'm gonna get that gasket, didn't I? Didn't I tell y'all last time I was gonna get that gasket? I said that guy came in this morning. I set the gasket in place right here. And every time that I pulled this out, or when I open the lid to unload the leaves, this gasket wanna come out. So I had some spare screws and some washers, and I came out here with the drill and just tap, tap, zzz, tap, zzz, 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 tap, tap. And I ran that through there like so, fastened it on the other side. Now that gasket ain't going nowhere. That gasket ain't going nowhere, boy, I tell you what. Cause I'm sick of getting blowback on my neck. Yeah, that's about it. Shit, I'm ready. I'm locked and loaded now. I'm a little bit higher than my access point can reach, so I'm not sure about the quality of this stream right here. Even though I pointed the access point up here. As you can see, I just got that one lonely stack of oak wood right there. And the northern wood wall is gone. So I got all this hickory. The cherry is going quickly. As you come over, you look up there, you can see I got some cherry. And that's all the oak I have left. It's going quickly. The cherry and the oak. A lot of people really don't want the hickory. I'm surprised I still have this much hickory left. So I moved some hickory that was by the pool, and I'm putting it up here now. So that's all I'm talking about, man. I ain't really talking about nothing. Sitting here getting this fine wood too. You use hickory to heat your home gonna be smelling good. I tell you what. I'm just a wood guy. I love wood. I can't say that because I hate poplar and I hate pine. I hate spruce. I pretty much hate all evergreens. I don't like evergreen trees. And I don't like oak trees in the driveway because they drop acorns on your vehicle and they look like hail damage. But yeah, I mean, you know, my favorite tree is the oak. My favorite tree is the scarlet oak. It's not white oak, it's scarlet oak. That's a red oak. So, you know, there's that. And BG like his wood hard. There's no other way to get your wood. There's no other way to like your wood. It gotta be hardwood. Sitting there playing with y'all wood. You burn wood, you hip. Unless you're in an area like a lot of Canadians, all they have is evergreens and shit like that. Canada wishes it had hickory. Look at this shit, man. They don't have nothing like this up there. They gotta get that shit bust in. You see, they gotta get this shit bust in. Let's look at the progress we made. Look at that, beautiful. We just did all that in how long? 6 minutes. All right, so that's where it's at now. We're gonna take it up there. Yeah, this is gonna be roughly $400 pallet once I get this up here. It's gonna be 3 rows, $400. Same thing, same price. The hickory, same price as the oak, same price as the cherry. Oak is pretty much king of cooking wood. This is all cooking wood, by the way. So this isn't something you want to put in your stove. It's roughly $1 per piece. This is for the fancy folk who got drum style smokers, barrel, you know, just, you know, people cooking. You see all the bark has been taken off, so this is real time consuming to make. It's quality. You got even lengths, even size pieces. We're gonna stack that right there just like that, and I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. So that's pretty much, as you stack up, you want your pile, this is a secret, as you stack up, you want your pile to lean in, because you see I'm putting wood in the middle, and that wood in the middle is going to push outward. So to compensate for that, your outer stacks have to lean inward slightly, just ever so slightly. That's why you see it starts to narrow towards the top. And that's what I do with all my stacks. It's just something I learned along the way with stacking, and it's helped me out a lot, because there's nothing worse than stacking and then your stack falling over and then you gotta do the shit again. So we just gonna grab that, just gonna go ahead and put that right there. Hickory is king, but beech, cherry, oak, apple, cedar, sugar maple all have their, no, I'm just specifically talking about firewood or cooking wood. That's all I really care about. I don't care about what people put on a lathe. I don't care about saw logs. I don't give a fuck about making boards. It's strictly firewood. I'm staying in my lane with this. So those are my observations from a firewood guy's perspective. Firewood is important. There's somebody fucking around right now and they ain't get it, and they know winter was coming. I done told you, and you was out there bullshitting. Now you out there looking stupid. You don't have no wood. You trying to get wood quick, fast, and in a hurry. Go ahead and get that tea. You just gotta take your time. You know? Just take your time. Take your time, do it right. Make your stacks. I try to do 3 in a row, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Sometimes you just have to do 2. See that ridge just a little bit higher than this backside? Because this is on the hill slanting forward, so you want it to slant back. So, got to be conscious of that too. Imagine if you use two hands. Always use two hands. But I have y'all out here helping me now, and I want to talk shit. So I'm using one hand. And I ain't in no rush. That's one thing about it. Can't be in a rush. See how I did that? Took my time out here. I stacked that. I ain't in no hurry. Who said that? Jared and I? Jared and I, I'm going to tell you what my dad once told me. Sat me down, told me a story. He said one day, an old bull and a young bull were overlooking a pasture of cows. All right? The young bull turned to the old bull and said, let's run down the hill and fuck a few. The old bull then turned to the young bull and said, why run down the hill and fuck a few when we can mosey on down the hill and fuck them all? Bars. Mars bars. Hey, you should get a GoPro so we can see how fast you really are. That's what I'm saying. I'm not fast at all. I'm consistent. You don't get this level of stacking. This is next level stacking right here. You don't do that fast. You do it efficient. I'm in it for longevity. This ain't no weekend warrior shit. This is what I do. You know? I'm not a 12-year-old. I do this shit. Trust me. You know? You don't want to sit up here and see how fast you can do it. You just take your time. Get the stacks right. You ain't trying to impress nobody. Ain't no orders at the moment. You're good. You know? Just come back to it. See, if I had a bigger wood yard, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I had a bigger wood yard, time is money. But I have a small wood yard. Wood over there, some over there, and it's going quickly. So for me, time isn't money, quality is. Quality is money. There's a difference. But if you bought my book, you would know that. I have a whole chapter in there about scaling up. You can purchase my book at Ace Hardware right now. Help support this channel. You can also donate. You click on the link in the description box below. Buy my book, my merchandise, subscribe star. I have an OnlyFans where I showcase nothing but I got all types of hardware. And then you can hit up my PayPal, Vimeo, Cash App. Did I say OnlyFans? I have OnlyFans too. Yeah, you just take your time. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the run. Everything gonna be just fine. Everything gonna be alright. Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in the way you feel left out and look down on. Just do your best. Do everything you can. Don't you worry what they tell themselves when you're away. It just takes some time there. All right, this is the progress. Check it out, huh? Okay, it just takes some time, that's all. One stick at a time. I tell you what, look at this piece. This is quality too. I took my time splitting this too. You know it's quality Had a guy tell me the other day that he was set to buy some cooking wood from somebody, but he seen how I had my wood stacked and felt like I had my shit together. And he came over here and shopped with me instead. So presentation goes a long way. Your presentation is a reflection of the quality of your product. I don't give a fuck what it is. I really don't care what it is. The presentation is a reflection of the quality of the product. That's all to it. Unless your prices are just low. When the price is extremely low, people don't give a fuck about quality, presentation. They're just looking to get the cheapest thing that they can fucking find. What's up, Cold Spring Queen? I ain't doing nothing, chilling, stacking this hickory wood. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on top just like that, directly on top just like that right there. That piece a little bit long right there, but that's okay. That is okay. So we will go ahead and start. I'm gonna bring this one in a little bit earlier than I did the previous stacks. But it's all good. Range Rover all wood. Because it's fall. It's not even winter yet. And I'm pretty much tapped. So one tactic you can use, one tactic I use to beat the Mexicans at their own game, since their prices want to be so fucking low. When all my shit go, yeah, buy low and sell high. Since you want to have a fucking cord, a full cord for $25, guess who's gonna buy you out? Me. That's all to it. I am. You gotta do them. You gotta do them how they did Colonel Sanders at KFC. They bought KFC from Colonel Sanders and his image for $2 million. Then turned around and sold it to Pepsi for $500 million. That's all you gotta do. Some people don't have patience for that. That's why people don't let wood season. They have property, but they want to they chop the tree down, split the wood. The wood is green, and they want to sell it as seasoned wood. I see it. I see it all the time. And then people get upset and wonder why it don't burn. You know? They don't know why. A lot of people don't fucking know why. A lot of people just jake break. A lot of people watch movies, and all they know is forest fire. When a tree is exposed to any type of heat, it goes up in flames. So they don't know why this split firewood they bought, that's green, it was split yesterday, isn't burning. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and do it this. I like thick pieces too. I like them big. They gotta be they gotta be big. They probably don't even sound right, but trust me. Just gonna go ahead, put that one right there. Oh, only 36 people in here, huh? Is it because I'm actually doing some homesteading type of shit? All people want to do is hear about the homesteading shit and desire to live that way. But when it comes to actually doing homesteading type of shit, them niggas turn tail. They tail get tucked and they run the fuck off to go listen to a nigga dream about homesteading. That's all they do. Shout out to people. People don't know what the fuck they want. That's why influencers tell them what they want. Because they don't fucking know. People don't have no fucking idea. Yes. Right there. Right there. Just like that. 2%. 2%. That's 2%. 2%. Mind it. That's what I'm talking about, huh? Alright, let's step back and look at the progress. See that? Beautiful stat. Y'all just seen me do it in real time. Look at that. All hickory. Why hickory, BG? I thought you were an oak guy. Well, it's like I always tell you. It's not supply and demand. It's demand and supply. And the people wanted hickory. So I supplied it. Huh? You understand what I'm saying? What I'm talking about? That's all I'm saying. Because I really ain't saying nothing. We're going to go ahead and put this big piece right there in the front, just like that. Right there. You're going to see how everything balances itself out. You want that tipped in, because I'm going to build up the middle. Got to go ahead and build up this middle. Let's bring this piece right back on down there now. Go ahead and tip that just a little bit. Not too much. Go ahead and bring that in. Alright, what y'all want to talk about? Go ahead and put that right there. I know y'all sick of tuning in. I'm talking about wood. There's people watching this right now that have never smelled hickory wood. When you think of hickory, you probably think of barbecue sauce. Even though I'm an oak guy, I tell you what, if you burn this stuff right here, it's going to remind you of a beautiful time and place. When you were a child, there's a place you could go. Just escape. It's real beautiful. ahead. We're gonna set that. We're gonna put that one caddy corner. Just because I felt like saying caddy corner. But that's exactly what we're gonna do. That one caddy corner. We're gonna scooch that one down just a little bit. I tell you what, and do that just like that right there. Just a little bit of marmalade, you know what I mean? Just a little bit, going in, just a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Alright, let me go ahead, chop that one up right there. BG loves saying caddy corner. Yeah, if you go up north, they say kitty corner. But it's called caddy corner because it's across the street and adjacent. The caddy corner represents 4 squares. That's pretty much all caddy corner means. It comes from an old Greek word. So if you envision 4 squares, one over here, one next to the lawn tractor, in front and over here, this wood pile right here is caddy corner to this lawn tractor. Now this stuff right here is adjacent. It's right across. That wood pile go across and then go right there, dash caddy corner. Right there, that's all it is. That's all it is. Just envision 4 squares. You got 2 businesses at a 4-way intersection and boom, boom, go across diagonally. And that's caddy corner. Yeah, it's I took a long way to say, I did the long way of explaining it. But yeah, diagonal. I'm real animated. I do the fuck I want sometimes, but I have a lot of stories to tell. Just gonna go ahead, set that up right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring this whole thing in right here. Like fuck it, leave it to beaver. I don't know why it got left to beaver. Find a way to just go ahead with that. I did battle with the terrifying spider earlier. I'm glad you guys missed that. Shit was biting my neck. I survived. Just gonna go ahead. Let's find something a little bit taller to put right there. Just gonna go ahead and head over here and put all this. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff right there. Put that, go ahead and put that right there. All that just sit right there. So go ahead. Stack that. Nope, we're not even going to do that. I gotta remove this one right here. I might burn this one today. This is the heartwood. This pure heartwood. I'm gonna throw that on the grill, green and everything. Cook that heartwood. That's what I'm talking about right there. Go ahead. Just go ahead and put that one right there. Like talking about it. Go ahead, drop this one. I should teach a homesteading class with no homestead. Just be a homesteading instructor. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Put that one up there, like talking about like that. Whoop, whoop. Go ahead, get that piece, the little baby right here. Put the little baby right there. And, this one's thick, so we're gonna drop that right there in front. See how it's all, see how the structure is just coming together just a little bit. Alright. There's nobody going. Why Lance says what? Lance is basically my scribe at this point. In the zombie apocalypse, Lance is basically going to be the guy jotting down everything I say so that my name will live on through the ages and my words won't be forgotten. Yeah, he's my scribe. Let's see, put this piece. See how it's all coming together right here? King Alfred had a scribe, and that's why y'all know about the Saxon Chronicles. That's why y'all know about Vikings like y'all do right now. Because King Alfred's little scribe wrote all that shit down. Shout out to King Alfred's scribe. He was the king of Wessex, for those of you that don't know. Did a real good job chronicling that whole situation. Just gonna go ahead, this gonna go on top. Let's see, gonna go ahead, we're gonna put this one just like that right there. We're just gonna do that. Go ahead, let's see. We're gonna do it that. See if that wanna do a good job just sitting up like that. Let's go ahead and get this stuff. That right there. See how we got that? See this real knotty stuff like this? Look at that. That won't be worth a damn. So this stuff goes directly on top. It goes on top of the pile where the sunlight can hit it and it can season just a little bit faster. So let's check out that 3-row pallet right there. See? See that 3-row right there? See how I got that stacked in there for maximum airflow? It maximizes the efficiency of the sunlight's ability to dry it even in the wintertime. Check that out, huh? From the ground up. We did this from the ground up. Alright, let's finish getting this stuff on in here, so I can get ready to talk to you guys about whatever the fuck it is you want to talk about. Or I could just make fun of somebody. Hurry up and do this. Gotta put that right there. Just gonna go ahead and get that stacked on in there, something real nice. I tell you what. I tell you what. Put that pew right there. See all that coming together? Find us a little thin piece to put in here to prevent the pressures from both sides collapsing the whole situation. That piece right there is pivotal. It's of utmost importance. 48 people. I can't believe you niggas are not in here learning how to stack wood. Where the fuck is everybody else at? Let me not get upset with my pay piggies. You know, just gotta be a little bit patient with you guys. Alright. Put this big old P right here. Oh, I forgot we had that one right there. This piece is huge. This needs nothing but sun. Let's go ahead and make that the cherry on top. Bing! And what we're going to do with this piece right here, I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and put that in there so it's not gapped. We're going to put that right there so the pressures on both sides coming inward. Boop, hit that. Boop, see what my finger doing? Boop, boop, right there like that, and they don't go no further. Check that out. Look what we did. Look at it. Look at that, man. We just did all that. Me and you just did all that one hand. Boop. That's exactly what we just did. You just gonna go ahead, see this piece like this? See how that concave in the middle is really not pretty? We just gonna go ahead and find a spot. Find a spot up here. I tell you what, we gonna go ahead and plot that right on down right here. Boop. Just like that. Just like that. Look at that. You see how the sun just hitting it? Look at that. Check that out. Look at the sun. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. Your first time stacking wood, you feel good? Yeah, you feel good, don't you? Hell yeah. I tell you what, when I start up this homestead, this how to homestead class, stacking wood is going to be one of the things you're going to have to master in order to get your certificate. I tell you what, and if you missed it, you see I got this here gasket set. I just brought the DHL people via UPS, just bought this gasket right here. Just got that gasket in there. So none of that blowback gonna be on my back and neck. See, I had some spare screws. Well, these aren't spare. I go out and buy new fasteners for no reason. Washers, all of it. I'm weird, but my weirdness pays off because I like having miscellaneous things. Like washers. Like who here has a new pack of washers? I do. I have like 3 cases. Nothing but washers. I just go to Harbor Freight and like, what else do I need? Really, I don't need nothing else. Just go get some screws. Get some screws that come with the nuts. Go get the screws and nuts. So you can do little miscellaneous shit like this. That's what I do. I would have spent time at the store trying to do that. But I just got it. That's how we do. Because we're winners. And that's what winners do. Look at this. I'm going to tell you. And that was my cooking wood. You see that pallet? So that's the pallet we just did. And if you come over here, look at this. Cut like steak fried. Boy, I tell you what. Look at this. See how I did it the same way? Check that out. Just the face is beautiful. That's a beautiful face. That's a beautiful face. See how symmetrical these pieces are? It's a beautiful face. I'm gonna go ahead and fire this thing up, get ready to take care of the leaves out front. I'll tell you one thing about this tractor, this lawn tractor, it does a damn good job of picking up leaves. And it's fun, you just riding. So yeah, until I sell it, I'm gonna be using it. I got a cover for it too. That bagger's not coming off of it. I don't give a fuck what. It's easy to take the bagger off too. All you gotta do to take y'all wanna see to take the bagger off? I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. You can do it with one hand. Come here. Let's go ahead and take the bagger off. Then pull that. Pull that bitch just like that. Bring that bitch inward. Wham. Pull that bitch out. See how you pull that bitch out? Yeah. So now all we got is the actual bagger. See, this is a gasket I had installed right there. So I don't know how well you can see it, but see on the back right there? I'm gonna show you. All you gotta do is lift up on that. Well, let's grab the neck. Grab the back. And that's it. The bagger is held in place. See these 4 fasteners? They don't fasten the bagger's bracket frame to the actual chassis. It's just slotted. And once it comes down, it locks in place. But you simply lift it up and it comes right off. See that? See these 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna show you what they go to. See that right there? See that? 1, 2, 3, 4. See how you can slot that? And that's it. And the bagger off. You can put it on one hand too. It's simple. So that's pretty much that. That's pretty much that. I should show y'all how to till. Oh, I was on Reddit yesterday. Seen that nigga on Benjamin talking about tilling the land. That nigga was dragging chain behind a fucking 4-wheeler. That is not a fucking tiller. Holy shit, y'all really need to take my homesteading courses. These fake ass homesteaders don't even know what a tiller is. It's fucking terrible. You guys really need my services. I'm telling you some real shit. Red flag number 1 for a homesteader. If that homesteader / farmer, whatever you want to call himself, doesn't have a tractor, probably not homesteading or farming, to be honest. At the very least, you should have a subcompact tractor. Not a fucking 4-wheeler dragging chain link. I'm tilling the land. Look at this wood. Look at the face of my wood. It's a beautiful face. Come check this out. Look at that. See, I'm almost done that, but I gotta get these leaves around here. That's my Z-mower. I'm gonna pull the Z-mower out, and I'm gonna go ahead and pressure wash that. But I have mulching blades on the Z-mower, and I have high lift blades on my lawn tractor. So the lawn tractor is basically, that's why I said I'm not taking the bag off of it or changing the blades, because that's basically for sucking up leaves. I'm really not going to use that to cut grass per se, because I have the Z-mower, which is a lot faster and a lot more efficient, and it's better made. And that Hustler, let me tell you, Hustler makes a great lawnmower. You got to be honest. And the higher up you go on price, you start paying for more quality, better things. Although the higher end Hustlers, they really don't have the hydraulic deck like the John Deere mowers do. The John Deere mowers, the Z mowers, you just push a button on the handle, on the levers, and it raises and lowers the deck using hydraulics. But one thing I like about my Hustler Sport zero-turn mower is it has the foot pedal to raise the deck. So let's say you're cutting grass. This is important. Let's say you're cutting grass and you see something in front of you, immediately in front of you, and you know your blades are too low, and you're going to smack it, whether it be a stick, a stone. My Hustler got the foot pedal. I can immediately raise the deck to the highest point to go right over it. So that's what I do when I come across these little branches, not branches, but roots. 'Cause I maintain like 4 properties, and they have miscellaneous things in the yard, like stupid ass items sometimes, and you gotta be able to raise that deck up real quick in the heat of the moment. Some Z mowers, they don't have that. You gotta finagle with the fucking thing and pull it out. So that means you gotta stop. You gotta come to a complete stop. You gotta hit the PTO switch, disengage the blades, then you gotta hop the fuck off and finger fuck the deck adjustment. No, yeah. So that's another reason why I like having that foot pedal to raise and lower the deck on the Hustler Sport. This may sound like it's useless information to a lot of you here because you're currently concerned about starving kids in the Middle East, probably. I don't know, I'm just saying. But when you really get on some, like, you own land type shit, this shit is important. So yeah, that's it. And I gotta fire up the log splitter. I haven't used the log splitter in about a week. So I gotta fire that up for no fucking reason. Let that run a little bit. And now the things slow down, go ahead and get some wood, bring it back here. Because there's a lot of oak trees dropping. That first winter storm, well, not winter storm, but that first snowfall, whenever it comes, I know there's gonna be a lot of old ass oak trees dropping. Homeowners, come cut it down. People gonna want you to come cut it. Because there's some of y'all in here listening to me right now got a tree that's a little bit too close for comfort. And it made it through last winter. But you're not sure if it's gonna make it through this winter. And it's by the bathroom. It's leaning towards the bathroom. So if you get a heavy enough snowfall, that tree is crashing through that roof and going through and going into your bathroom. And it tends to do it with you on the toilet too. It'll wait. It'll just wait until you have to take a shit. You may be on the shitter arguing with somebody on Twitter, which is now called X, and in comes a fucking tree. And you're like, yo, what the fuck, bro? And the tree's all like, dude, I fucking waited for you. I've been waiting. I wanted to crash through the roof an hour ago. You know, so there's that. Dr. Garage's secret remedies. You gotta cut the tree. There is no secret. You could hug the tree before you cut it, but it gotta go. It's either the tree or one of your kids or your wife or somebody, the dog even. The fucking dog, you never know. Happens in the middle of the night too. Crash! Yeah, that's not an intruder. Well, it is, but it's a tree. Just crashed through the roof because the snowfall was so fucking heavy and you saw it leaning towards your house last spring and you didn't do shit about it because you care about the tree so fucking much. Now you gotta cut it, man. Cut that fucking tree. See how this tree right here is leaning away from the house? This is a maple tree. It's really not that heavy. It's heavy. This is a heavy bitch, believe me. But it's not like an oak. You know? And it's far enough away from the house that nothing's gonna go crazy with it. The magnolia tree on the side of the house, 2 winters ago, one of the branches came crashing down by the room. But it got hung up on the power lines. So, yeah, that was 2 winters ago. A lot of people in surrounding areas went without power for like a week. And that's when it was really a rush. People were contacting me and cussing me out, telling me how I needed to get them firewood immediately because they didn't prepare and their children are cold and the wives are bitching and they're burning pallets and inhaling the dust and the smoke. And it's not healthy, and I need to do my fucking job. Yeah, I got it real bad. Don't tell when people are in a time when it's a time of need and people really need it, and you tell them you out, they cuss you out for not having it because they didn't prepare. So I was going through that. Um, Nice people too. Like, you know, the nice type of people, they have like a fucking labradoodle in the profile pic and they're just smiling, beautiful family. Yeah, those type of people. They turn to absolute monsters. You don't do your fucking job. Work hard. Yeah, they fucking, you know, the Costco goers. You know, those type. You know, they don't fuck with BJ's. They you know, cause you know, there's different types of Costco goers though. There's levels to this shit. Like all Costco shoppers aren't the same. You got the uppity ones, the high end ones, the poors. Then you got the poors. All of them at Costco. The poors will go to Costco and on their way back home stop and get gas at BJ's. Like they got that Sam's Club card right there. They taking about. Yo, what up? What up, half a actor? What up with you? God, I just been living in my head. I ain't even been looking at the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? Two, y'all climb on in. 20% this. I don't even feel like doing my introduction. But yeah, y'all climb on in. What's up? We are currently concerned about flat earth. Ha! I still want to debate Crow 777 and Dave Weiss at the same fucking time. They look the same. They all look alike to me. I don't know which one has an app. Therefore, I'm going to have to debate both of them. Yeah, put all them niggas on there. They can... Yeah, I want to debate them on that topic. All flat earthers really can't even... All they do is use the information they learned in school that, you know, with the NASA shit and the statistics and the numbers. The solar, they say the solar system is approximately 254,300,000,000,000 quintillion feet away from the actual Earth that's spinning at approximately 235,000 miles, 365 seconds per minute. You know, shit like that. Shit that, like, if you weren't a nerd, you wouldn't, like, I don't even remember learning that shit in school. But these special niggas do. These special flat earther niggas do. They gonna hit you with that shit and argue their position like you're just a glober. You know, they're not versatile enough to actually debate somebody who doesn't believe in Earth at all. You know, like a no earther will blow these niggas out the water. You can go get your globe buddies. You can go get your flat buddies. Yeah, you can get all of them. We can make a thing of it. We can have a pizza party with it. Triangle Earth is where it's at. CJ, I tell you what. I was parked under an oak tree the other day delivering, and those acorns were coming at my truck sideways. So there's that. Those fucking oak trees, they were either underhand throwing the acorns at my shit, or there's some Triangle Earth shit going on. This shit hit, I seen it happen. I seen this shit hit sideways. I was like, why the fuck this shit hit the door? Left a little ding in it and everything. I fucking, like, stop putting oak trees next to the driveway. Stop doing that. Don't do that. Oak trees belong in the wild. Like, no one wants to run a lawnmower over a bunch of fucking acorns. And we good. It's just, like, y'all need to chill with that. I stopped the other day, got out the truck. I'm walking up them people driveway. All I heard, blah, 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 blah. I turned around like, what the fuck? Nigga, the oak tree that I had parked under was throwing acorns at my truck. Talking about these were heavy ass acorns too. These shits were oblong shaped. Blah, 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 blah. That shit, that oak tree had the full semi-automatic. Blah, blah, blah. This shit like a bullpup. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This shit, one acorn hit so fucking hard, it peeled the paint in that area and fell the fuck. Bow! Bow! I'm like, man, shit, I can't live like this. I got hail damage on my shit now. BG belongs in the wild. I do. Hopefully, I haven't listened to Crow much lately, but I always do enjoy health garden related shows. Oh yeah, I do the gardening thing. I'll teach you all that I know. I'll teach you what a tiller is and what a tiller isn't. I know that much. I'll tell you what. Y'all see me buy a tiller. I need to fire the tiller up just to get it running. Did I close the fuel shutoff valve in the tiller? I know I installed. I don't know. I gotta check that. Make sure I turn that down. What the fuck is that? Spider was biting me again. Make sure I turn. The more you get bit by spiders, the more you just don't care. I mean, you'll see them on you and just, it's nothing. Like this Black Widow season too. You're gonna see, it's just certain like log, not in the firewood, but logs that's on the ground. When you go to roll them over, you're gonna see, you may see like 5, 10 Black Widow babies just crawling the fuck around. Pick them up, they get on your hand. It's nothing. Black Widows really don't want to bite you though. Like I know this because I deal with Black Widows all the time. They don't want to bite you. They want to run away from you. The brown pride spiders, they will bite you. But it's up for debate who has the worst bite. Black Widows or the brown recluse. The Black Widow's venom is a neurotoxin though. So that shit'll fuck with you mentally. The brown recluse, that shit hurts and it's painful, but it doesn't have the lasting effects that a Black Widow bite has. So can you teach me how to Dougie? Hell yeah. And shout out to the Black Widows. And I've already told you guys, when it comes to wolf spiders, do not step on them, especially around this time. They're making babies, and the wolf spider is the type of spider that carries its babies on its back. But the babies on its back don't look like babies on its back. It just look like a big ass wolf spider until you go to step on it. And any sign of a threat or any discomfort to the mother, thousands of little itty bitty, they're too tiny to be called Ushaboo. They're like subparticleized Ushaboos. They just run off the back of their mom in all different directions. If you step on a wolf spider in your house, you are fucked. Those babies are going everywhere. You better off leaving the mom alive and putting the mom on a napkin, or I don't know how you do it. Vacuum it up. Don't do it and just dump it outside or something. If you are going to kill a wolf spider with a big back, use a torch. That way you get all of them. I'm telling you now, do not hear me. Do not step on a wolf spider. This shit is important. They told you don't step on stink bugs. All right? Now I'm telling you, do not step on wolf spiders. All right, what else? My little homesteading tips. And centipedes are your friend. I'm telling you that right now. Centipedes are also clean insects. So you see a centipede in your house, they look like they're fuzzy, like the typical house centipede, not the vicious ones that you find in the Amazon. They look fuzzy, kind of like hairy, but it's their legs. They have a lot of fucking legs. Believe it or not, they clean each leg individually after every kill. They're extremely clean. They clean themselves more than cats. And they take out roaches, spiders. The centipede is your friend. That's organic pest control right there. Go, do not kill centipedes. And they don't want to bother you. Like, you'll never see a centipede just chilling in your bed. They don't do shit like that. They also kill silverfish, all types of shit. Yo, you see a centipede in your house? Go ahead, let it do its thing. You know, it's just trying to eat. All right, what else we got? What's up, Greensland, Australia? Shout out to Greenland. Shout out to the people who thought that was a great place to live and who just settled there, and the people there just descend from. Shout out to Floki, the boat builder from that series Vikings. He was a decent guy. I don't know who the real Floki is, but shout out to the Skarsgård brothers. You know, one of them, he played Pennywise the Clown in that It movie. All them niggas look alike. Yeah, shout out to the Skarsgård brothers, man. Greenland is ice and Iceland is green. Hell yeah, Nico Laserfair. We learned that when we were 8 years old. Shout out to Amy Smith. No, let's not shout out Amy Smith. She'll be alright. BG learned that when he was 8 years old. Yes, you can write that down. That's bad. It's a good scribe. BG, I have a movie. BG, I have a movie for you. Kingpin. Oh, I don't know why I'm thinking you talking about Kingpin from Baltimore. I thought, I'll check it out. I'll look it up. I mean, I'll check it out. Are you smarter than an 8th grader? Absolutely. Absolutely smarter than an 8th grader. You remember that show, Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? It's like, of course you're not. But there's a reason for it. It's because they're young enough to remember the shit. Because they're just learning it. When you just learn something to stay on cap. As an adult, you 40, you learned that like what, 30 fucking years ago. Of course they're going to know more about the simple shit than you do. Does a 5th grader know how to balance a checkbook? Huh? How come that's not on the fucking show? Can a fucking 5th grader help you with your taxes? Can a 5th grader help you evade taxes? Alright? Let's reboot the show when you get that type of shit on there. And then let's see who's smarter than a fucking 5th grader. They asking you all these dumbass questions. We are adults now. Of course we don't know this shit. Kids be young as shit. I know more than you. Shout out to 5th graders. Goes to show school curriculum isn't useful. Hell no, I'm a product of that Common Core shit. When Bill Gates funded the Common Core initiative. They changed the way children learn with that. That shit, I don't give a fuck if you homeschooled or what. You getting that curriculum. You gonna have to show proof that you doing certain things. XYZ, blase blah, whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, it depends on your district and county and all that other stupid shit, but you getting that, yeah, that Common Core, that shit seeping in. They just gonna be out here. You got homeschool. You homeschooling, like when the Homestead Act was passed back in the 1800s type of homeschooling. Yeah, after you homeschool your kids, there is no certificate. There is no GED, no high school diploma they can show people that they learned and have knowledge. And my nigga is just straight knowledge passed down from parent to child. No certificate. This shit straight. There's really no paperwork. You can't really just show up like, yo, you know, like I know certain things, you know. You just, it's woo-woo, or whatever the case may be. But that's like homeschool, hard homeschool. Not the homeschool. You send your kids to a Christian academy, or you send your kids to the lady down the street who got the curriculum from the state, and they're not actually in a public school, or none of that stuff. Shout out to all forms of schooling though, but I'm just saying like real down home, backwood, Virginia homeschooling. I'm talking about barefoot, riding catty corner on the tractor with your old man, not in school, no time limit, no fucking paperwork, just really not really a bunch, just not really not, you know. BG believes in them. Man, fuck that mud flood. Fucking mud flood. Fuck a mud flood. BG is down home, backwood, Virginia sheriff. Yep. With nothing but a nightstick and a clapped out Dodge Charger. I tell you what. Don't you run from me. I'm catching you. You hear me? You got that? That'd be the deputy out there though. Like working with the state troopers and shit. I'd be in the office doing paperwork type shit, trying to get reelected. That's some shit. I wouldn't even want to be a sheriff. There's no action in that. You gotta be all politically correct and shit. It depends on what kind of teachers, oh darn. But in general, women are teachers in elementary school and high school. Women are a beast at teaching those type of things. Shout out to women. I mean, ain't nothing you can... Shout out to women. Like, I put myself in their shoes on some, let me teach the children. And I'm not built like that. I'm not built for that level of patience that it takes to explain 8, 12, and 33 times an assignment. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, really no fathers are, you know, if we're going to speak blunt here, like no father's just not built like that. You hear me? Like, Why you think when you went to help your father out with the family van, he asked you for a wrench, you brought him a fucking socket, and he started throwing shit and cussing? Now you're older and you like, yo, those were some of the fondest memories I have with my old man, bringing him the wrong tool and him getting upset under there working on the car, shit like don't he didn't have patience like talking about it for that. Like your mom on the other hand is just on some nurturing shit. Just wanna, my sunshine. You could be retarded as fuck with your mom. My only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. Your mom just happy that you are retarded. She's not even upset with you for it. You're just stupid. All types of IEPs, all types of learning disabilities, and she still has patience to deal with your shit. Your dad does not. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself. I just don't have patience for that type of shit, though. I just don't have patience. I really don't have patience for rebellious children either. There be all types of women. Kids be bad as shit. People just act like kids are just perfect rays of sunshine. No, the fuck they're not. People act like kids shit don't stink. They do. It's just women know how to deal with it better. They built for it. Like they on some other shit with it. They just fucking dealing with rebellious kids. Fucking how many times your mama tell you to do something? Sit up there asking you, let's just go ahead and put it over there. Just put it there. You walking all the fuck around looking retarded. That's when your dad could, you heard what your mom said. Put that over there right now. Stop playing. Then when your ass you get some act right. Chet Hanks stole my personality. Shout out to Chet Hanks. That's the dude with the white boy summer meme. Is that who that is? Tom Hanks son? What was it? White boy summer? I forgot what people was calling it a couple of years ago. That was like a big meme or something. It was like white boy summer or some shit like that. Yeah, shout out to him. Like, where did the whole Chad thing come from? What is that? Who? Yeah, I based my entire show off that name. Yeah. BG has towers of patience, not for rebellious children. I damn sure don't. I'm built for this. I'm not built for that. Goodness. I think patience is a virtue. Damn. Some of y'all in here remember y'all old man for having that stiff upper lip, and he had that look that said, I'm only going to say this once. Yeah, that's how you know men ain't built for that, just to be school teachers and shit. Shout out to Mr. Hart, though. He was a math teacher. He was a decent math. I remember Mr. Hart. He was like one of the only... Matter of fact, I had a math teacher in elementary school, 4th grade, Mr. Hart. I had one in middle school, too. I only had like one female math teacher. The science teacher, it was a dude with 6 fingers on one hand. He was like he was a foreigner. I don't know where the fuck he was from. He was teaching science. Science was just the dumbest shit possible. What was it? Physics. Not science, but physics. That shit was just, like, y'all think that shit smart, but that shit was just basic. It was like, yo, he'd go up to the front of the class, and there'd be a ball on the desk, and he'll just push it off and ask you to tell him what just happened. And you'd be like, yo, you pushed the ball off the fucking desk. He'd be like, no. He'd be like, the formula, break down the formula. He'd be like, yo, you just pushed it. He'd be like, no, force time push equals force. He'd get on some shit like that, and you really gotta break it down and formalize the shit, and that shit just stupid as fuck. Force times push equals the formula for F15 plus. Be like, man, look. Like, you get mad as shit at your physics teacher because he act like you gonna get older and get a job writing algorithms for fucking rocket ships. No, I ain't gonna do nothing but grow up and work at Audi's. I don't need to learn this shit. This shit was just stupid. You're not gonna use it in your day-to-day life. It's a waste of time. They could have replaced that with woodshop. They could have put home ec in place of that. Like we could have learned about carburetors instead of that bullshit right there. I fucking need, and all these fancy niggas that know force times push equals force formula F15 315 dash dash 00, writing algorithms and shit because they were smart in physics class. They got a beat up Nissan Altima in the driveway that won't start, but they're so fucking smart. Fuck about that bullshit. Shit was just useless as fuck. PE became useless too in school. Once you get to high school, I feel like PE is useless. I don't know, just maybe the curriculum or the task they have you do, but at a certain point, you too old to be running these fucking suicides. Like we've been doing this shit. We running suicides, the basketball court, got us playing basketball like a bunch of fucking monkeys. They pull out the balance beam, they like balance on it. And you're like, yo, I'm like, this shit is fucking stupid. This is 30 minutes. You had that one period, it's fucking 30 minutes before we change class and you got me on a fucking balance beam. Like I'm about to just represent America in the fucking Olympics or something. Nigga, I am gonna get older and work at Walmart. Like this shit, I will not use nothing I learned here in my day-to-day life. Like PE just became outright ridiculous. Just became a whole shit show. Yeah, PE was the most skipped. More people skipped PE than they did math class. I swear, I bullshit you not. Cause nobody took PE seriously. It wasn't even like a real class. Like your parents really didn't. Like you kind of like, yo, how the fuck you fail PE? I'm like, well, shit, you didn't even get a grade. You just got a. That shit said incomplete. Like your ass was never there. Like, yo, where the fuck were you? Well, do you want the truth or do you want to lie? Parents know the truth, but they still ask you the question. So yeah, I'm gonna hit you with this lie because your dumb ass already know the answer. Shit is fucking preposterous. This that Common Core logic. I already know the answer, but let me go ahead and ask him. Why you shit testing me? You know I'm gonna lie to you. Fucking yeah, fuck PE and fuck physics. What else was some shit? Math became ridiculous at a certain. Well, math was absolutely necessary. I can't even. Some people had like advanced math, and they were doing like you got the trigonometry, you got the calculus, you got all types of different types of math. Like there's poor people. You got poor math. You got the uppity math. And remember the kids with the tag? They were talented and gifted. When classes start, they'd get called over the loudspeaker and just up and leave. And you're like, where the fuck are these special niggas going? Yeah, this is them special niggas. But, I ain't gonna say nothing about math. I was a beast at math. I was a beast at math, reading, social studies, and English. I sucked at history. History. I don't even know why history. History is ass. History is straight dumpster crumbs. All the history you're gonna learn in school. That shit is dumb. I don't give a fuck if you got a degree for it. Cause that history isn't even history. It's history told from a perspective of either the victors or the people who lost, who are now being monitored by the victors. You're not really gonna get history. History is one of those things where it's extremely multifaceted. And you got to look at it from different perspectives. It's just like in history, you learned about the American Revolution. Now look at the American Revolution from the UK's perspective or the British people. They don't teach you how to put yourself in other people's shoes. Like history, that's one thing about history where if I was a history if I was a history class teacher in school, I would teach you about the American Revolution, and then I would ask you to put yourself in the shoes of, let's say, the Crown or the Redcoats. Like, don't just look at it from here. Like, you gotta look at shit. This shit isn't one-dimensional. You know, you gotta look at these different sides, but they don't teach you that shit. And then you just gotta regurgitate these dumbass answers to pass certain tests so people can think you're intelligent. You know, this shit is fucking retarded. It's fucking stupid. What else? Yeah, history is ass. And parents don't know shit. The fuck parents, the homeschooling, what the fuck you know? Except the shit the ass crumbs you learned when you were in school. With Jessica, you're the homeschooler in my zombie apocalypse group. But yeah, they would be homeschooling, don't doing shit but teaching the kids what the fuck the erroneous bullshit they learned when they were in school. You feel me? Be like, yo, this whole situation is dumpster crumbs. Set the dumpster on fire, piss in it. That's what this situation is. I love English. That's why I be telling y'all sometimes what my English teacher was talking about, like her dialect, how she spoke. I remember that shit. I recollect. Because I love English was my shit. I'm very versed in English. I know different types of English. I know how to speak proper. I know how to speak improper. I know where English come from. English is my shit. English, you probably don't know this because you speak English, but English is one of the most exotic languages in the world. But English people gonna say, oh, it's Latin, oh, it's Spanish, like Latin, like they just gonna go back on some cultural old school, like, oh, back in the 4th century they spoke this, or Aramaic. Like, nah, nigga, all that shit was put together using different languages, just like English. Angle, crooked. English is the shit. I fucking love English. People gonna tell you French. They gonna be like, French is ou le plus, language of love. Nah, nigga, English. English is the language of love. Why you think English has so many words for the exact same thing? You had like 15 fucking words for one item in English. Because it's the language of love. It's the best language on earth. Why the fuck would you need to learn to speak something else? English is the shit. It's just you don't think so because you speak it. So you're gonna go ahead and take Spanish or French or, you know. English is also one of the hardest languages to learn too. So there's that. Like somebody that's like 40 years old just trying to learn how to speak English because they come from Croatia or Slovenia or Nigeria, some shit like that, man, they gonna be lost. Unless you grow up in a culture centered around English where you can learn, because certain words mean different things based on how the sentence was said. You gotta use context clues. Like you gotta piece the shit together. We do it within a split millisecond. And we'd be like, all right, I know when he says some shit, he really mean this. And you put context clues on it to figure out where I'm going, whoa, etc. Like the shit I just said right now, somebody just learning English would be lost. They'd be like, what? Yeah, they'd be lost like shit, but that's English. You can mix and match words speaking English. This shit equivalent to let me get a Mick pick too. I'm loving it. They was like, yo, that's that English. That's not that UK English shit neither. It's the American shit. This shit pure American. This shit boiled down. You can stretch it, fit it, make it fit. I got an F in Spanish. I failed in Spanish like shit too. We're practically kinfolk. I only took Spanish in middle school though. Yeah, Spanish is not my thing. You caught that specifically for leaf removal? Yeah. Yeah, the lawn tractor. I was on. You heard me on the previous live stream telling you about leaf removal, and I went out and did it. I got this shit. Shit for 400. You know, I'm not passing up a piece of equipment for 400. Well, I am, but if I can make my money back in the long term or short term by doing so, I don't just go out and buy shit. I'm not like one of the dudes that just stupid with money. And I'm a beast with money. I'm good at spending money. You know you got a high IQ when you good at spending money. I gotta get my mom on here one day to tell you niggas how smart I am. Like, I'm good at spending money. I'm intelligent. I know where to spend my money. I know how to spend my money. I know how much. I know how to bargain. I know how to talk people down. There's no way in hell I'm paying close to $30,000 for a clapped out Chevrolet with over 100,000 miles on it. Yes, Lance Vet BG has a high IQ. You're my scribe. Make sure you write that down. People in the future need to know. Has a high IQ. 265 other languages on earth when English was forced on everyone in the New World. Okay, the old man coming in hot. I don't give a fuck what they say with English. You gotta remember, basically every language was forced on people. And what was considered to be a new world in the old world. All that shit right on down to Africa. You gonna have some tribes speaking in uh, uh, different languages, but they live like 10 miles apart. You go 25 feet that way, it's a different language. That's because the conquerors came from over there, came here, forced their language on that. Any language you speak. Amharic was forced on people in Ethiopia. The Bantu language was forced on people out that way. It don't matter what fucking language you speak. French, that shit was forced on people. That German shit was forced on people. Any Teutonic language was forced on people. Whole names of countries were forced on people. Hey, all that shit sound good. People be all for like. People say that with religion too. Christianity was forced on. You know how many religions were in the world when Christianity was forced on the Europeans? Huh, Watachi? But yet here you are a Christian. I don't give a fuck what was forced. It's what remains and what's true. 2 plus 2 was forced on you when you were 4. Huh? Alright then. Come check this out. I got such a high IQ. Look at this gasket. Who? Yeah, I'm gonna get that back on here. Do this, knock out this backyard real quick. Go ahead and get them leaves over there real quick. And call it a day. Y'all help me stack that hickory wood right there. I'm proud of y'all. I'm starting my homestead, my Learn to Homestead curriculum class. People that pass will get a certificate with their name and holographic lettering. It's $300 a month though. When you sign up, it's a 8-month minimum. But it's well worth it because, I mean, hey, what would you rather be doing? Watching Ben Shapiro? Buying Joe Rogan tickets? Might as well spend the shit with me. And that's how we rockin'. Yeah, I'm gonna teach y'all what a tiller is too. Most one thing, haven't you noticed? Most cars look the same, just different make and model. Hell yeah, because they're all under the same. It's monkey see, monkey do it manufacturers, basically, in different parts of the world. Especially when you have governmental agencies breathing down your neck, telling you you gotta like get like the fuel efficiency of the vehicles you making has to be this, that, and the third, and you got to make shit more aerodynamic. That's why everything has more of a feminine curve to it now. You know, where back in the day, everything used to be box. Like, they didn't give a fuck. Like, you had the, you know, square bodies and shit. You had, like the old school, like, you get a Chevy Caprice. You know, fucking, the Cadillacs were boats. Fucking land yachts. Them shits was epic. The Chevelles, you had, yeah, that shit was epic. Now everything's like, it's closing the curves and aerodynamic. Extreme aerodynamic. You know, everything look alike. Tesla is the worst, so lame. Tesla make its money selling GM and Stellantis EPA credits. Like, that's where all their money come from. He don't give a people like, oh, the Tesla sales are slump. They don't give a fuck about that. That's not what they're in it for. They're not in it to sell cars. That shit's just a front for what the fuck they really do. Oh, hey, a Tesla just drove up the street. Fucking Tesla. But yeah, they not really in it to really. They just selling these these dumbass EPA credits to the competition. Well, I tell you what, Jessica Shee, nothing looks like my Ram 1500. It is hard to mistake that for a Ford F-150, a GMC, or a Chevy Silverado or something stupid like that. Says you see a Ram, 50 is like that's a Ram. That's exactly what that is. The fifth generation Rams, they got that dumbass anything is everything because dumpster crumbs is the name type of look to them. But the fourth gen, man, that shit smooth. Like, I remember looking at like the old Dodge Durangos and the Dodge Ram, and they had the headlights were doing that thing where they were like under the fucking grill, and it just looked like a big dumbass cicada. They really cleaned up the look for the fourth generation Ram 1500s. 2500s, 3500s, I tell you what. I like the way those fucking Rams look. I really do. Mopar all the way. You know what, Watachi? I'm about done with you. But I agree with you on that. It's Mopar all the way. I had to come back home to my Mopar family. I left Mopar, went and got me a Chevy, and tried the Chevy thing out, but in the end, it's just nothing like, yo, that's just what I'm built for. Yo, that's me. People can talk shit about the Ram. People talk shit about Mopar, Stellantis, Chrysler, Fiat, all that shit, and who owns what, but man, that's just my shit, man. That's just my shit. I love it. I love it. Is it Ram or a goat? It's both, because the Ram is the goat. Goat means greatest of all time. My Ram is the goat. That is the best I can't say that because let me wait for a catastrophic failure on this BMW first, but right now it's the BMW, but that Ram is the second best. That shit just nothing. Nothing has went wrong. Nothing has happened. It is some shit on gas, I tell you what. That's when them diesel niggas hop out. You should have got a diesel. This is why we told you to go ahead and get a diesel. Because now look at you with a gasser and you hauling, pulling a trailer full of wood, and you stopping at every gas station. I don't do that in my diesel. You should have got the comments. You know, when they hop out with they shit. But still, I love it. That shit drink like and it got a 30-gallon gas tank. That shit, you still, that shit, yeah, it really, yeah. Yeah, I ain't even gonna hold you. But that's what I like. No one gets a fucking truck just to be like, I got good gas mileage. Like, no one gives a fuck. You're doing truck stuff. You're trucking it. You're gonna truck it out. They be like, yo, your pockets are fucked. You stopped at every gas station. You be like, yeah, I'm trucking it. That's what the fuck I do. That's why I got this. I would have got a fucking Prius if I was that concerned about it. I'm trucking it. I'm fucking trucking it. That's it. That's what it is. Don't give a fuck. Premium too. Premium. Yeah. I'm trucking it on premium because I'm fancy. Alright? I'm fucking fancy here. Fucking 93. I pushed the button for 93. That's premium here. Alright? We not on no weird ass elevation a million miles above the sea level. Fucking premium is 93. It's the octane rate. Press it. It's more expensive than the 87 shit. We don't do mid-grade here. Alright? We want our Hemis to last us a little bit. Alright? You know? We want to prevent that fucking knock to the best of our ability. Throw that premium in there, man. Yeah, right fucking now. Steal your money. Take it. Take it. Take my money. Take my money. That's what I said when I seen that 0 turn radius lawnmower with the hydraulic deck. Take my money. That's what I said when I seen that John Deere 1025R with that dumbass grapple on the front. Take my money. Hurry up. Take it. When that nigga said 11,000 cash for this fucking truck, boy, I tell you what, I showed up. Take my money, nigga. I threw the money in his fucking face. I showed up like, you want what for what? He was like, hell yeah, nigga, 2016 ran 1,500. Go ahead, give me 11,000 cash. Before he could finish saying the shit, I threw a wad of cash in his face, grabbed the keys, and rolled the fuck out. Yeah, I'm being facetious. You know, we did the paperwork, woo, 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 whatever, pay taxes, etc. But, you know, that's how it happened. I seen that lawn tractor for $400. I showed up. He said, I want, go ahead, give me 400, baby. Before he could even say the right, I threw 4 $100 bills in his face and rolled the fuck out. Take my money, nigga. Take it. Take my money. Take my money. My internet connection is messing up, or your DSL is acting up. It's definitely your internet connection. Or it might be, I done flipped the camera so many times. It does that when I turn the camera around. Like, it'll start messing up and get real grainy. It does that. I don't know why it does that. I don't know. But it's you somehow. Yeah, it's somehow you. I had to sign back on. Well, what y'all want me to attach an Ethernet cable to my phone? What do you guys want me to do? I don't have to stream at all. Y'all do know that, right? I can fucking make cheese and be good. I got a farm stand. I don't need to do this shit. You ungrateful cunts, all of you. I don't need to fucking do this. Make my fucking cheese. Gunner's dream, please. Going down, floating down. Memories are up and then down. And her face in the sky flows in the cool November breeze. I had a dream. Well, however the fuck that song goes. I had a dream. Thanks for being there, BG. Hell yeah. You know, that's what I do. Ain't nothing to it but something to do it. BG must have Metro PCS internet. Nah, you watching me on your Razor flip phone and talking about my connection. That's on your end. That dumbass Razor flip phone. Remember the Razor flip phone came out? That shit was sleek, thin. That shit was thin as a chip. People thought they were cool as hell when they used to answer the phone loud as fuck when they had one of those. They pull it out. Hello? Hello? Yes, I'm here. You hear me? They want everybody to see them with that fucking Razor. People used to get the cherry colored one. It was the cherry colored one, the Gerber grape colored one, and the orange crush soda one. People had funky colors on them bitches, answering their phone loud as hell. Hello? Hello? Yes. People. That fucking dumbass, that chirping ass Nextel, people used to chirp the shit out of each other. That's all the fuck you heard when I was a high. People were chirping the shit out of each other. All you heard was that dumbass chirp. That bleep bleep. I chirped you. People got a hold of a Sidekick. Remember the Sidekick? That shit was like $800 when it came out. Now look at it. People talk about the iPhones. Man, that Sidekick, that T-Mobile shit, this shit was like $800. My sister was trying to get one of those. This shit had the text keyboard on it. That shit flipped up and adjacent. That shit did a catty corner thing and became adjacent. That shit slid the fuck out. Like, man, they want $800 for that shit. Man, they ain't going no fucking way. People answered the phone loud as fuck on the Sidekick. Hello! They just want everybody around them to see the fucking Sidekick phone. Yeah. Yeah, it did a catty corner. Good job. Write that down. I got one more question, and I'm gonna get the hell up out of here. What was that other big phone? Not the BlackBerry. What was the other phone everybody had? Everybody was pressed over. What was that? I talked about the Razor. Talked about the Sidekick. It wasn't the BlackBerry. It was the what was the other thing that was extremely popular? Nah, not the Nokia. It was the damn. It's at the. I can see it in my head. I just can't name it. The Moose Knuckle phone, really? Nah, I had the Nah, it wasn't that one. It was the am I thinking about the Boost Mobile? The fuck? Not the Nextel. Was it the Boost Mobile? I remember that shit was popular at one point. Like, you were a cool kid if you had that Boost Mobile game. I had the Nokia was dumpster juice. The only claim to fame that old ass Nokia had was that it was indestructible. Like, that shit was immortal. Other than that, it was just a big dumbass. Hello, you answer the phone. That shit became a paperweight. People still have them. They use them to hold down documents on their desk. Big dumbass, heavy duty. That phone was severe duty. That shit had like all types of gaskets in between the circuit board. That shit could be submerged. That shit could be put in the fire. You could boil it. You could put that shit in the cauldron, light some firewood, boil the shit. I mean, that shit was just, it was kind of indestructible, but That shit was heavy in your pocket too. You needed a phone clip. That's back when everybody had that dumbass phone clip and they had to wear their shirt side swept. Like that shit was just, it was like side swept, like Aaron Carter's bangs and shit. Like they had the shirt, but they wanted to show off the phone, so they tucked that side of the shirt on their side behind the phone and let it flow all around. That shit was really retarded. I remember that shit. That was back when everybody was wearing tall tees and shit. It was like, yo, look at my phone. They ain't say that, but that's what they might as well have said, how it was on their hip looking like that. That shit was just on the hip. That's back when the Bluetooth really got popping. People had that dumbass Bluetooth in their ear at all times. It hit up. I remember when the Bluetooth shit popped off. I'm young enough. I've been around long enough to remember that shit. People don't remember. Kids today don't remember that, but I remember that shit. Cause everybody just started talking to no one out of nowhere all of a sudden. The shit, it came quickly, and niggas wasn't ready for it. If you didn't have a Bluetooth, you didn't know what the fuck was going on. These niggas was just talking the air. Hello, yes, absolutely. Sure. You'd be like, yo, who the fuck is he talking to? He had that dumbass Bluetooth in this shit. BG second phone. There's an Obama phone with the big ass letters. Nah, that's the jitterbug. That's for the elderly people. So they could actually see the buttons big as shit on it too. Those buttons are huge. The button, yo, that shit, the button, and they give you a audible click. That's one thing I'll give the jitterbug. It gives you a satisfying audible click every time you hit the button. That shit like an old school Nokia click. Like when that shit make contact with the little pin on the little circuit board. That shit just give you that click and you feel great about it. But those buttons are huge. You can see the buttons from an airplane. Nigga, you could just look down and see somebody with a jitterbug dialing their mom. You're like, yo, what's he pressing? It was like, he just hit 208-988. You can see that shit 1,000 yards out. Buttons big as fuck. Those buttons are brawling. Those buttons definitely ate they Wheaties with those big back numbers on them. The numbers ate they spinach. Big back numbers with the dumbass light behind them shits. That shit was bright and big. People was operating that phone with bifocals on it. Like, nigga, are you nearsighted or farsighted? These some big block ass numbers. If you had a pager, you were a rare lord. I remember people with pagers. I remember people had the see-through pager. That shit came. I remember the two. They had the glacier blue and the ice white. The see-through joints. You could see all the internals. Shit, people were pressed as fuck with their pagers going the fuck off. I gotta get to a phone. Shit was the dumbest shit. That shit was useless. Shit was just a warning that somebody needs you. Now you gotta find, that's when you start a quest to find a fucking phone, a landline, a phone booth, something. Because somebody paged you. Now you're on a quest. Shit was stupid as fuck. I remember when the old school BMWs came with phones in them. The car phone, that shit was huge. That shit was brawling. That shit weighed a shit ton. A metric shit ton. That shit was clumsy as fuck. How the fuck are you using that? Well, you're not supposed to use it and drive. Obviously, because that was impossible. That shit was just big and dumb, just sitting right there. $13 a minute. Man, we used to have a track phone from Walmart. That shit was like, man, you pay like $40 for like 100 minutes, and we thought that was a good deal. Until your little girlfriend call you, and you and you blow all your minutes on her because she asking dumbass questions. Pillow talking and shit. Now your ass, you need to go to Walmart and get another recharge card for your track phone. What happens on a track phone? I have no idea. No one has ever texted me from a track phone before. So I don't know what happens or why he would say don't let no one text you from a track phone. Like that's what you poor people are out there doing. That is some poor people shit. I know I called y'all poors before, but damn. If somebody is texting you from a track phone, you need to reevaluate the people you know. That you got the track phone. Only reason you should have a track phone is that you selling drugs. That's it. Those shits are highly disposable. Hell yeah, that's what the track phone for. That's why y'all be fucking around ordering drugs on that fucking Obama phone and wonder why you get caught. This nigga, he done ordered a kilo of cocaine from an Obama phone. Wonder why his dumb ass got caught. Dumb as hell. They caught you, the nigga selling you the drugs, the person who supplied him with the drugs. They pull you over with a beagle. The beagle already, the K9 unit comes, you think it's a German, nah, that's the beagle. He already know the drugs in the hubcaps. Then when they show up with tools, you like, when the fuck? Why the fuck that one cop got an impact wrench? The drugs in the hut, they nigga gotta take the wheel off to access the back of them bitches. They already know, because you done talked about it on the Obama phone. I'm not built to sell drugs. I don't have those type of nerves. Everyone looks like a cop to me. People think cops look a certain type of way. Man, they got cops that look like me. They got cops that look like straight killers. Just undercover as fuck. They got cops. They got like, yo, they even got cops pulling people over in 18-wheelers. Like, they not fucking around out here. They be like, yo, a semi is behind you with lights on. Like, why the fuck is he behind me? He bobtailing. He go bobtailing, you see, woo, flashing blue lights. He get on that dumbass megaphone. Sure, pull over your vehicle now. That shit got a turbocharged. That shit supercharged, turbocharged. You try to outrun a cop in a fucking... These niggas be undercover in a Swift truck. Woo! Pull over. Immediately. You try to outrun that nigga, his shit turbocharged. They catch your dumb ass. Like, yo, when the fuck did y'all start this unmarked ass 18-wheeler with tinted up windows with the spike lug nuts? Like, I didn't know you were a cop, officer. You try to explain this shit to him. Like, officer, I didn't know you were a cop. Fucking 18-wheeler, for crying out loud. Cops be on one. Sir, pull over. When a cop get on that dumbass, you ever had a cop behind you on that dumbass megaphone they got? That shit feel like God is talking to you. You don't know where the fuck the voice coming from. That shit loud as fuck. Sir, pull over. That nigga, he sound like he in the car with you. Be like, damn, who the fuck? Where the fuck he get that megaphone from? Alright, so we done for the day. Y'all thought I had more chores for you, but I don't. Y'all help me stack this wood right here, and we good. And thank you guys for helping me stack some hickory wood, and yeah, I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.